for an online participant to activate the camera on their respective Zoom applications and for a participant in the meeting hall to get ready. And before we start the program, we would like to inform you about the general rules during the conference. Please ensure your computer sound or volume control is at an appropriate level. You may not hear the conference if it's disabled or turned down. Use a headset or earbud if available to reduce external noises. Identify your Zoom account with your actual name. And also stay seated and stay present. Do dress appropriately, be aware of your surroundings, and also do not interrupt other speakers. Do not make distracting sounds or movements.
Fill the attendance and feedback form as can be seen in the screen, and also the committee will type it in the Zoom chat box. So please kindly fill the attendance forms. And last but not least, please do respect, because the key to successful virtual conference is to remember that you are in a meeting. So give your full attention to the participant as you would if you were in the same room. And don't be distracted by other tasks. Try not to eat or drink so that you can be prepared to actively involve in the session.
It is an honor to me to inform you that among us here we have His Excellency Director of Universitas Islam Bandung, Indonesia, Professor Dr. H.D. Setiadi SH.M.H.
His Excellency, the first Vice Rector for Academic Affairs of Universitas Islam Bandung, Indonesia, Profesor Insinyur A. Haris Nukman, MT Ph.D. IPM.
His Excellency, the Dean of Medical Faculty, Universitas Islam Bandung, Indonesia, Profesor Dr. Nanan Sekarwana, Dr. SPAK MRS.
Her Excellency, the Conference Chair of BICMHS 2021, Mia Kusmiati, Dr. MPD Kedokteran, Ph.D.
Her Excellency, Co-Conference Chair of BICMHS and Founder and Chairperson of Research Synergy Foundation, Dr. Hendrati Dwi Mulyaningsi SAMM.
Her Excellency, the Founder and Publication Director of Research Synergy Foundation, Mrs. Ani Wahyu Rahmawati, SPSI, MSM.
Her Excellency, a speaker from Republic Polytechnic, Singapore, Ms. Aliza Ramli.
His Excellency, a speaker from King Fahd University, Saudi Arabia, Professor Dr. Omar Hasan Kasule.
And Her Excellency, a speaker from University of Copenhagen, Denmark, Associate Professor Eva Wulff, Health Ph.D. MSc.
His Excellency, a speaker from Gunma University of Health and Welfare, Japan, Professor Tatsuya Iso, MD, PhD.
His Excellency, a speaker from University Sains, Malaysia, Associate Professor Dr. Badrul Hisham bin Yahaya, PhD.
Excellency, distinguished guests, delegates, faculty members, and all the participants of BICMHS 2021, ladies and gentlemen.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, let's thank to Allah the Almighty who has been given us mercy and blessing and we can attend this international conference virtually. Secondly, salat and salam to our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam who brought us from the darkness to the light. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a great honor for us on behalf of Bandung International Conference on Medical and Health Sciences, BICMHS 2021. Organizing committee, my name is Ahmad Yusuf from Universitas Islam Bandung, Indonesia, and my partner,
Santi Rahmawati from Research Synergy Foundation.
To be standing here as a master of ceremony in this international conference, and welcome to each and every one of you for being here as today.
Before we are going to the main program, let me read out the structure of our agenda or the conference programs. So after this welcoming, we will have the singing the national anthem of Indonesia, the anthem of Universitas Islam Bandung, and continuing to the medical faculty of Unisba. And then continue with the reciting of Holy Quran and Doa, and then the conference chair committee report of Bandung International Conference on Medical and Health Science, and welcome remark, opening speech, keynote speaker sessions, continue to the plenary speaker sessions, and then the main course, of course, the online presentation sessions, and last but not least, the closing ceremony that including the award for the best presentations and also the session chair recognition.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, let's open our agenda by reciting Bismillah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Excellency, distinguished guests, delegates, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to sing the national anthem of Indonesia, the anthem of Universitas Islam Bandung, and continuing to the medical faculty of Unisba song. And for online participants, please sit up straight.
To start our agenda, we would like to hear the reciting of Holy Quran, Surah Al-Mujadilah, verse 11 and 12 by Mr. Rian Khairuddin. Continue with the doa by Mr. Ahmad Yusuf. Please welcome Mr. Rian Khairuddin to recite the Quran.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا إذا قيل لكم تفسحوا في المجالس إذا قيل لكم تفسحوا في المجالس فافسحوا يفسح الله لكم وإذا قيل انشزوا فانشزوا يرفع الله الذين آمنوا منكم يرفع الله الذين آمنوا منكم والذين أوتوا العلم درجات والله بما تعملون خبير يا أيها الذين آمنوا إذا ناجيتم الرسول فقدموا بين يدي نجواكم إذا ناجيتم الرسول فقدموا بين يدي نجواكم صدقة ذلك خير لكم وأطهر فإن لم تجدوا فإن الله غفور رحيم فإن لم تجدوا فإن الله غفور رحيم صدق الله العظيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Next, please welcome Mr. Ahmad Yusuf to read the doa.
Before we start our program this morning, let us pray for blessings in this event. A'udzu billahi minasyaitonir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala ali Sayyidina Muhammad. Ya Allah, Ya Rabbal Alamin. Today, we gather online to participate in the Bandung International Conference on Medical and Health Sciences 2021. Therefore, please open our hearts and minds. Please give us the strength and ability to formulate ideas thoughts, and bright ideas to spark lively discussions and project researchers into new developments to become example and role models for education in Indonesia and even abroad. And also, please give us the strength and ability to produce thoughts and breakthrough following Islamic principles and be useful for many people's life. Ya mujibas sa'ilin, Allahumma rizukna fahman nabiyyin wa hifdul mursalin wa ilhamal malaikatil muqarrabin birahmatika ya arhamar rahimin. Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, make us included in the Ulul Albab group who can hear and create various ideas, thoughts, and follow the best ideas views. Allahumma ati nafsi taqwaha wa zakki anta khairu man zakkaha anta waliyuha wa maulaha. Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min ilmin la yanfa wa min qalbin la yakhsha wa min nafsin la tashba wa min da'watin la yustajabu laha. Ya Aziz, Ya Hakim, we take refuge in you from the knowledge that is not beneficial, from a heart that is not special, and also from a never satisfied soul, and from prayers that are not answered. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah, wa fil akhirati hasanatan wa qina adzaban nar. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun, wa salamun alal mursalin, walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
Thank you, Mr. Rian Khairuddin, for the Quran recitation and Mr. Yusuf for the Doa recitations. May Allah give His blessing to all of us, and inshallah, our BICMHS 2021 will be a successful event. Amen. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to Bandung International Conference on Medical and Health Sciences, BICMHS, which is co-organized by Medical Faculty of Universitas Islam Bandung, FKUnisba, Research Synergy Foundations, and UPT Publikasi Ilmiah Unisba. Also supported by Scholar Vein, Research Synergy Institute, Reviewer Track, RSF Press, F1000 Research, and Teller and Francis Group. The Bandung International Conference on Medical and Health Science, in conjunction with the 17th anniversary Milad of the Medical Faculty of Universitas Islam Bandung. The conference theme is Strengthen Medical Research from Basic to the Clinic towards international recognition. This international conference will take place over 2 days, starting today, Saturday, 25th September, until Sunday, 26 September 2021. The BICMHS is an international conference devoted to the various spectrum of medical and health sciences for oral presentation in this academic virtual conference.
And also, the general objective of the conference is to provide a platform and stimulate discussions on issues surrounding biochemistry, genetics, molecular biology, herbal medicine, public health, pharmacology, toxicology, academic health system, etc. Moreover, the scientific forum also provides great networking and knowledge sharing environment.
The BICMHS is also supported by session chair from several well-known and recognized higher education institutions in Indonesia, Philippines, and Thailand. We welcome all the strategic partners and members from the RSF Global Research Ecosystem Network to the BICMHS. We believe that this collaboration can bring mutual benefits to all stakeholders involved.
And we also welcome all participants, scholars, and researchers from various countries in the Bandung International Conference on Medical and Health Science, BICMHS 2021, such as Indonesia, Philippines, Malaysia, Denmark, Saudi Arabia, India, Morocco, Mongolia, Thailand, and Singapore. And we believe that at the BICMHS 2021, you will gain a lot of insight through the knowledge obtained from the interdisciplinary fields of study, and this will be lead to fruitful future collaborations and research opportunities.
Next, regarding the material of the conference, the virtual background, the conference program, and the abstract book can be accessed in the link, as you can see in the screen. And then meanwhile, the conference paper proceeding can be accessed at the link. You also can see it in the screen. And later on, the committee will type it in the Zoom chat box. So you can access all the material of the conference from today until tomorrow. And next, for the question and answer, and also the e-certificate, the question and answer can only be asked via Zoom chat room, and the session chair or the moderator will manage as per the time available. So please write your questions to the speakers that should answer it. And please, for the e-certificates, will be provided to your registered email after the session for the participant who complete and actively involved in presenting the paper or asking the question or giving feedback in the sessions. So once again, please kindly fill the registration or the attendance form that the committee sent via chat box. And for the audio and audio, so remember that all participants are required to mute their audio, and the host has every right to mute any participant's audio and remove who are deemed disruptive without warning.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, moving on for the next agenda, we would like to invite Ibu Mia Kusmiati, Dr. MPD Kedokteran Ph.D. as the conference chair of BICMHS 2021 to give the committee report on BICMHS 2021 or Milad FKUnisba. And before that, I would like to read her profile. Dr. Mia Kusmiati is a senior lecturer in the Faculty of Medicine, Universitas Islam Bandung, Indonesia, and she is freshly finishing a doctorate program in medical education from University of Cyberjaya, Malaysia. She is currently assigned the position of Chairman of Medical Education Unit in Medical Faculty Bandung Islamic University, and also holding as the head of Department Medical Education, Bioethics and Humanity. Her research interests are regarding curriculum evaluation, assessment of professionalism, and teaching learning behavior. Her works had been published in some international journals Scopus indexing such KJME, Medical Science Educator Journal, and National Journal Sinta indexing. She has involved in various training and workshops for enhancing pedagogical competence of medical teacher as a resource person also for faculty development. And before that, Dr. Mia was holding as a chairman of undergraduate medical education in 2012 until 2016 at the same university in which she works now. Well, please welcome Dr. Mia Kusmiati.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Ahmad Yusuf and Mrs. Santi Rahmawati. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning and good afternoon, everyone. Bismillah, in the name of Allah, the most gracious and the most merciful. Alhamdulillah, praise due to Allah that we can gather here to this conference. An honorable chairman of Unisba Foundation, Professor Dr. Kiai Haji Miftah Farid, along with the Bank of Foundation. An honorable our rector of Unisba, Professor Dr. Edi Setiadi, SHMH, and in this regard will represented by the first Vice Rector of Academic Affairs, Professor Insinyur A. Haris Nukman, MT, Ph.D. IPE. An honorable our Dean of Medical Faculty Unisba, Professor Dr. Haji Nanan Sekarwana, Dr. Pediatrician Mars. An honorable Vice Dean of Academic Affairs, FKUnisba, Dr. Santun Bekti Rahimah, Vice Dean of Finance and Human Resources, Dr. Lisa Adia Gadina, and Vice Dean of Students and Cooperation Affairs, Dr. Zulman Shah, Pediatrician. All the distinguished speakers, Professor Omar Kasule from King Fahd University, Saudi Arabia, Prof. Tatsuya Iso from Gunma University, Japan, Associate Professor Badrul Hisham Yahaya from University Science Malaysia, Miss Aliza Ramli from Polytechnic of Singapore, Associate Professor F. Wulff Helge from Copenhagen, Denmark, and also of Nanan itself. The distinguished guests, delegates, Director of Teaching Hospitals, and affiliation of Medical Faculty Unisba, Deans of Faculties in Unisba, and deans in IP Region 3, faculty members, presenters, all participants from various countries, from different walks of life, you have joined here to share your knowledge and past experience with the academic community. We are pleased to welcome you to Bandung International Conference on Medical and Health Sciences, or the BICMHS 2020 for today. This conference is being conducted by Medical Faculty of Universitas Islam Bandung, collaboration with Research Synergy Foundation in conjunction with the 17th anniversary of our faculty, or we call them the Milad Fakultas Kedokteran Unisba ke-17. The theme of this conference is strengthen medical research from basic to clinical towards international recognition. This conference not only gives you global forum to share and exchange ideas, research and work, but also provides with a network and research ecosystem for further collaboration and projects. We are glad to share these good opportunities in the scientific community that will be offered only for all participants who participate in the conference. And we need to announce that this conference is being attended by around 300 participants from 11 countries in the world. It has been our privilege to convene this conference. Our sincere thanks to the conference organizing committee, to the program chair of their wise advice and brilliant suggestion on organizing, to the technical program, and to the program committee for their true and timely reviewing of the papers. Recognition should go to the local organizing committee members who have all worked extremely hard for the details of important aspects of the conference programs and social activities. We welcome you to this conference and hope you enjoy them. Hopefully, this conference will challenge and inspire you and result in your knowledge, collaboration, and friendship. Once again, thank you all with warmest regard from Bandung. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Dr. Mia Kusmiati, Ph.D., for the report and information of the BICMHS 2021.
Moving on, for the next agenda, we would like to invite Professor Dr. Nanan Sekarwana, Dr. SPAK MARS, Dean of Medical Faculty, Universitas Islam Bandung, to give the welcome remark. Please welcome Professor Dr. Nanan Sekarwana.
Thank you, Mrs. Santi. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The Honorable Chairman of the Executive Board of the Unisba Foundation, Professor Dr. Haji Miftah Farid and his staff, Rector of University Islam Bandung, Professor Dr. Haji Edi Setiadi, the first Vice Rector, Professor Insinyur Haris Nukman, MT Ph.D. IPM, the second Vice Rector, Professor Dr. Ati Rohaiti Daria, and the third Vice Rector, Haji Asep Ramdan Hidayat, Dr. Andes MSc, Chairman and Secretary of Central IPK, the Dean of the Faculty of Medicine, IPK Region 3, Postgraduate Director and Dean at Unisba, a Vice Dean, Dr. Santun, the second Vice Dean, Dr. Lisa, and the Vice Dean, Faculty, Dr. Julmansa. And also all the speakers, Professor Dr. Omar Hasan Kasule from King Fahd University, Arab Saudi, Professor Tatsuya Iso from Gunma University, Professor Dr. Badrul Hisham bin Yahaya from University of Science Malaysia, Associate Professor Eva Wulff Health from University of Copenhagen, Mrs. Aliza Ramli from Singapore. So I think thank you very much for your attendance in our conference. Professor and members of the Academic Senate of the Faculty of Medicine, Director of the Main Teaching Hospital of Al-Ihsan Hospital, Dr. Dewi Basmalah Mars, the Director and Heads of the Biomedical Teaching Hospital Network, Head of the Education Coordination Committee, and Head of the Education Coordination Team, Chairman of the Student Parents Association, Structural and Functional Official within the Faculty of Medicine, Head of Preclinical and Clinical Department of Faculty of Medicine, Lecturer, Head of Alumni Association, Student, and all BICMHS participants. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. May Allah bestow safety, mercy, and blessing on all of us. Inna alhamdulillah nahmaduhu wa nasta'inuhu wa astaghfiruhu wa na'udzubillah min sururi anfusina wa min syai'ati amalina. May yahdihillahu fala mudhillalah wa may yudhlil fala hadiyalah. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la syarikalah wa asyhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh la nabiyya ba'dah. Praise and gratitude we pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because for His grace we have been given health of effort so that we can attend the Bandung International Conference on Medical and Health Science today, which is a series of the 70th anniversary of Faculty of Medicine Unisba. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the most merciful to all His creations. It is fitting for all of us to realize that there is not a second in our lives to escape the love and compassion of Allah Azza wa Jalla. This should make us aware of getting closer and increasing worship to Him. Salawat and greeting we offer to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who has led mankind from Jahiliyah to a modern civilization of life and guided us to the right, safe, and blessed path. Don't forget to also send blessing us and greeting to his family, friends, tabi'in, tabi'ut, tabi'ahum, to all of us and to all his ummah until the end of time. May we all be among his obedient followers who are entitled to be intercession on the last day. Amin ya Allah ya Rabbal Alamin. Ladies and gentlemen, I warmly welcome to the implementation of this conference, which carries the theme, Strengthened Medical Research from Basic to Clinic Towards International Recognition. In accordance with the theme, it is hoped that in the future there will be more new discoveries that can improve the quality of health service through clinical research. We know the clinicians have green resources to produce quality research. The results of the research can be used to prevent, treat, diagnose, or to relieve symptoms of the disease to improve the quality of health services. With the ability to write and present research results that are well, it will open opportunities for article writing in reputable journal to be accepted to support international recognition for institution. This BICMHS activity is certainly expected to be a forum for disseminating information to increase the latest knowledge in the medical field. Furthermore, hopefully, this event can open opportunities for research collaboration between various domestic and foreign institutions. We know that currently the development of science and technology is interdisciplinary, so that collaborative research is expected to be able to improve the quality of research, which in turn can increase the number of publications from researchers in international reputable journals. Furthermore, we would like to thank to all the speakers for their willingness to take the time to share their knowledge. We also thank our presenters for their participation in making this event a success. Hopefully, it will increase the enthusiasm to continue to produce useful research for better health services. We also extend our deepest gratitude to the entire committee team who have worked hard to organize this event. During the limitation of the current pandemic situation, everything can go according to the plan that has been set. Alhamdulillah, the enthusiasm of academics from home and abroad to take part in this BICMHS event is quite encouraging. Of course, this event is one of the efforts of the Faculty of Medicine, Islamic University of Bandung, to realize the vision of being a medical faculty based on advanced and leading Islamic value at the Asian level by 2025, with excellence to the field of industrial public health. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you a worthy reward and be a good deed that will be the way to his heaven in the future. Amin. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Professor Dr. Nanan Sekarwana, for the welcome remarks, and we are very grateful to have your full support in this BICMHS 2021. Thank you so much, Prof.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, to continue our event, it is with great honor we would like to welcome Rector of Universitas Islam Bandung Indonesia, which is represented by the first Vice Rector of Universitas Islam Bandung Indonesia, Professor Insinyur Haris Nukman, MT Ph.D. IPM, to deliver his opening and officiating speech. Before that, I would like to read his profile. Professor Insinyur Haris Nukman, MT Ph.D. IPM, was born in Bandung, April 21, 1969, and currently he is the first Vice Rector of Academic Affairs of Universitas Islam Bandung Indonesia. And also, he began his journey when he graduated from Universitas Islam Bandung in Faculty of Industrial Engineering in 1993. In the year 2004, he completed his studies in the Master of Industrial Engineering at Institute Technology Bandung. Professor Haris Nukman received his doctoral degree from the School of Technology, Operation and Logistic Management in University Utara Malaysia. He had several additional education from various prestigious institutions in addition to his formal education. In terms of scientific publication, he published numerous articles in many reputable journals indexed by Scopus and other reputable indexers. And he also actively involved as the reviewer for some journals. Due to his extensive knowledge, he has been appointed to various prestigious activities and institutions as a trusted member and expert board. Please welcome Professor Insinyur Haris Nukman, MT Ph.D. IPM.
Thank you, Mr. Yusuf. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahillazi birahmatika ya tarohamu ibaduhul mu'minun wa bi taufiqihi yartazi'udz zalimun. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallahu uswatuna fi makarimil akhlaq. Fassalawatullahu wassalamuhu alaihi wa ashabihil athari wal akhyari. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Honorable keynote speakers, Professor Dr. Nanan Sekarwana, Dr. SPAK Mars from Medical Faculty, Bandung Islamic University, Professor Dr. Omar Hasan Kasule from King Fahd University, Saudi Arabia, Miss Aliza Ramli, Republic Polytechnic, Singapore, Professor Dr. Tatsuya, Iso from Gunma University of Health and Welfare, Japan, Associate Professor Dr. Eva Wulff, Ph.D. from University Copenhagen, Denmark, Associate Professor Badrul Hisham bin Yahaya, Ph.D. from University Sains Malaysia, Honorable President of KEYNOTE Foundation, Vice Rector, Dean of Faculty, Director of Postgraduate, Head of Institution, Head of Division, especially Dean and all official lecturer in the medical faculties, KEYNOTE, Mrs. Ani Wahyuni Rahmawati, Founder and Publication Director of Research Synergy Foundation Indonesia, Dr. Hendrati Dwi Mulyaningsih, Head of KEYNOTE International Publication Division, and all audience, good morning. First of all, praise be to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, who has given us His blessing and mercies so we can gather here today in healthy and good condition. It is really an honor for me to welcome you all. Welcome to Bandung International Conference of Medical and Health Sciences 2021 UNISBA, implemented virtually. This is a series of activities for the 17th anniversary for Medical Faculty UNISBA. I'm here on behalf of the rector. He conveyed his best regard and apologies cannot being able to open the event today. He was asked keynote speaker as a graduation ceremony at Islamic Religion Higher Education in Garut, Indonesia. I would like to say thank you very much for the entire committee of the international conference who had hard work to prepare this conference with good, and especially to all presenters, guests, and participants of this conference. Hopefully from this conference, we get a lot of important information and benefit to improve the quality of scientific publication, which is useful for the lecturers and performance institution. Also related to the functional position of lecturers, and this performance indicator written in the lecturer's workload rubric. On behalf of the rector, I will open this evening by reciting Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Bandung International Conference of Medical and Health Sciences 2021 is officially opened. I sincerely hope you will enjoy today and tomorrow for discussion and networking. Thank you for your all participation. Aqulu qauli hadza wa astaghfirullah li wa lakum. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Professor Insinyur A. Haris Numan, MT, Ph.D, IPM, for the opening and officiating speech. It is truly an honor to have you to grace and officiate our BICMHS 2021. And please welcome to Professor Dr. Nanan Sekarwana, Dr. SPAK MARS, as a Dean of Medical Faculty, Universitas Islam Bandung, Indonesia, to give a token of appreciation to Professor Insinyur A. Haris Numan, MT, Ph.D, IPM.
Please welcome Prof. Nanan to give the appreciation to Professor Insinyur Haris Nukman on behalf of the committee.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for Professor Haris Nukman. Thank you very much for your opening in our event today.
Most welcome, Prof. Nanan.
Without further ado, it is with a great honor we would like to invite Professor Dr. Nanan Sekarwana, Dr. SPAK MARS, the Dean of the Medical Faculty Universitas Islam Bandung, to deliver the keynote speech about the academic health system. Before that, I would like to read his profile. Professor Nanan Sekarwana was born in Bandung, West Java on 4th November 1949. He started his professional career as a medical doctor in Lampung, a remote area on Sumatra Island, Indonesia. He managed to increase the community health status, which granted him a commendation from the Ministry of Health as the best health center medical doctor in 1980. He was become a professor in pediatric while teaching in the Faculty of Medicine Universitas Pajajaran. He published many articles in reputable journals. During the time, he also served as a director of West Java Main Hospitals, Hasan Sadikin Hospital. He is an assessor in LAMPTKAS, accreditation body for health profession education, and assess many medical faculties all over Indonesia. Professor Nanan is also an assessor on hospital management since his second degree is in hospital management. He is actively involved in many organizations at the national level, and at present, he is the Dean of the Faculty of Medicine of Universitas Islam Bandung. Please welcome Professor Dr. Nanan Sekarwana, Dr. SPAK MARS. The time is yours.
Thank you, Mrs. Santi. I would like to share screen. You can look my PowerPoint.
Yes, Prof.
So, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Allahumma sholli ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajmain. Amma ba'du. We give thanks to Allah Subhanahu wa taala for the blessing that have been given to us all. Salawat and greeting we send to our Lord, the great Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his family, his friend, and his loyal follower until the end of time. Good morning or good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, everybody. First of all, allow me to thank to the committee for giving me the opportunity to present a topic that is quite important, especially in our country, Indonesia. My topic is the role of Faculty of Medicine in improving health status with academic health system function and mechanism synchronization in West Java. Talking about health and academic health system, according to Victor de Jauh, the definition of academic health system is a partnership between two or more universities and healthcare providers focusing on research, clinical services, education, and training. According to Watman, 2007, academic health system is a concept that integrates medical education degree with one or more other health professional education program that have one or more teaching hospital or are affiliated with teaching hospital, health system, and other health care organization. In Indonesia, academic health system start to develop in several medical faculties in order to improve the quality of health services. The Ministry of Education and the Ministry of Health have agreed on policies to harmonize the function and work mechanism between institutions. Is an organization consisting of hospital, whoever owns it, medical faculty, one or several other health professional education institution and research institution. What is the academic health system? In the United States, causes changes to the healthcare payment system and also is an effort for service efficiency and effectiveness. As mentioned before, there is the academic health system is integration of the healthcare system and the health professional education, especially in the medical field, and started in 1969. Now it already has an organization. There is the association, we call the Association of Academic Health Center, with 125 members of the United States. We see here a triangle, the first side of the medical faculty, the second side is the university, and the third side is the teaching hospital. These three form an academic health system that aims to produce the good quality of education, in this case education in the health sector, health services, and research. In addition, other institutions can also join in academic health system, such as other healthcare facilities, network hospital, research institute, related faculty like the pharmacy faculty, public health faculty, dentistry faculty, and also industry. Initial factor for academic health system. From government side, want to provide optimal health services according to the needs of the community, optimal care, case-by-case controlling management. From the patient side, they want to get the best and affordable health care. And medical doctor, from the medical doctor side, the need of improvement in role of the community-based multi-professional and primary care doctor. The need of development in innovation of new competency and outcome-oriented health care worker education. The philosophy of academic health system from the field of education can provide standardized education facilities to develop knowledge, technology, and education to meet the needs of health services. From the field of health and community services can provide health services according to the needs of the community, evidence-based research implementation, and program to solve health problems. And the research field can carry out transnational research for the development of science and technology to improve the quality of health outcome. Meanwhile, from the Ministry of Research, Technology, and Higher Education and the Ministry of Health, it is hoped that it can improve the quality of research, education, and health services. The objective of academic health system, it is to improve the quality of life of the community by strengthening the system of health services, research, especially transnational research and education, in this case, is health education, I mean medical faculty. All of this expected to lead the increased community economic growth. Prospect on academic health system model development can improving all the potential that exists in the medical faculty, increase the capacity of the main teaching hospital and network hospital, share health service facility utilization, improve interprofessional collaboration to increase quality of health services through a referral system, and developing integrated education, research, and health services of doctor and or dentist education, continuing education, and other health education in a multi-professional manner. The benefit of the academic health system are develop an efficient, effective, and quality health service model, developing an educational model, encouraging the implementation of health interprofessional education, develop an excellent center of science and technology, and the last is the increased community economic growth. The objective of academic health system. In terms of education, it is being able to carry out education and training of health workers for the future of the nation, such as teaching new health service competency with better transparency and accountability. In terms of research, it is able to create a supportive educational institution environment to be able to carry out traditional research, development of education and services. In terms of innovative health services, they are able to develop new model of public health services with appropriate intervention through research result and the use of complete data and information to improve public health services. In Indonesia, we have many laws and government regulation regarding doctor education and health services nationally. As for academic health system, about academic health system terminology is not stated in the current legal product in Indonesia, although it is implied in the law number 20/2013 about medical education, government regulation number 93/2015 about the teaching hospital, Menristek Dikti regulation number 55/2018 concerning the assignment of university to pilot the academic health system at 5 universities in Indonesia, which are University of Indonesia for Jabodetabek area, Erlangga University for East Java region, University Gajah Mada in Yogyakarta region, University of Hasanuddin, South Sulawesi region, and University of Pajajaran for the West Java region. In government regulation number 42/2017 mentioned about the relationship between the medical faculty and the teaching hospital, and also with medical education faculty of dentistry, interfunctional integration or structural integration. You can look here in this scheme the relationship between the university hospital, the main teaching hospital, and the other health facilities. You can look here, there is the university, and some faculty, health faculty, nursing faculty, pharmacy faculty, public health faculty, dentistry faculty, also with the main teaching hospital, network hospital, and some of the health institution, class C and D hospital, primary health center, health office, and other research institutions. As mentioned before, that the academic health system consists of a teaching hospital, faculty of medicine, one or several other health professional education institution, research institution, educational facilities, and institutions that carry out planning and utilization of health workers. And academic health system is a part of the integrated healthcare system committed, one of them, to improving the quality of public health services through the education of health workers and superior research in supporting quality health services. Now we are talking about the province of West Java in Indonesia. This province has a vision achieving an independent West Java community for a healthy life. In an effort to achieve this vision, West Java uses three pillars of higher education, namely its education, research, and community service or education. And talking about the health situation in West Java 2019, Indonesia still has a high mortality rate for some things. As a health indicator, West Java has a high maternal mortality rate and infant mortality rate, and also has a high incidence of stunting. To overcome this problem, several efforts are needed, both nationally and in its province, with the hope of improving health status, both nationally and health status in each region. I show you the number of healthcare workers in healthcare facilities in West Java province based on district 2020. And also here in West Java, we have 27 cities, almost half of which are the big cities and are filled with doctors. Actually, we have many doctors and specialists. We have also have the problem about the human resource. Yeah. And you can look here about the recapitulation of medical and dentist doctor source in healthcare facilities in West Java province 2020. There is the human resource problem for doctor. In the province of West Java, there is the undistribution of doctor throughout West Java is more concentrated in big cities. This is the ones of problem of human resource. This is several model of integration in the academic system. So with this integration, we hope to be able to overcome this problem, namely the problem of human resource for doctor and specialists. The integration is the organization integration, function integration, financial integration, clinic integration, information integration, and public health. Now, let's talk about the medical faculty, UNISBA. UNISBA Medical Faculty has two programs, namely its academic stage and professional stage. And what is the question? The question is, what is the role of the medical faculty in improving health services in West Java? Actually, the academic health system by going. Besides that, the medical faculty has qualified human resources, such as the doctor, specialists, and subspecialists. And the medical faculty have the vision and mission. The vision is to become an advanced and leading Islamic school based on the Islamic value in Asia by 2025, with excellence in the field of industrial public health. And the mission, organizing quality and competitive education and teaching, research and community service based on Islamic value and excellent industrial public health. Organizing good faculty, governance, and management based on Islamic value, organizing an academic health system, quality collaboration, forming quality human resource as mujahid, mujtahid, and mujadid. UNISBA vision and mission are expected to be able to achieve the goal of the academic health system. We have also the main teaching hospital. This is the main teaching hospital from medical faculty. The name is Al-Ihsan Hospital in West Java province. The vision of the Al-Ihsan Hospital to be the leading hospital and the main referral in West Java, as well as an international standard teaching hospital. UNISBA Medical Faculty and Al-Ihsan Hospital as a teaching hospital from Medical Faculty UNISBA have almost the same vision, which is a leading at the international level. And some of the mission almost have the same goal. You can look here. There is the medical faculty, and this is Al-Ihsan Hospital, and some of the network hospital, and also district health office and health center. By integrating several functions between the medical faculty and the main teaching hospital, and also the health office, network hospital, and health center, it is hoped that the goal of achieving academic health system can be realized. And this is the picture. So a entire service process from level 1. There is the health facilities level 1 to level 2 facilities, level 3 facilities. Within the scope of cooperation between the medical faculty and the main teaching hospital and the network teaching hospital in accordance with the provision of the national insurance, health insurance. Each level has its own requirement determined by regional regulation of minister. You can look here, primary healthcare, some hospital with some criteria in the second level and also in the third level. In the top, you can look here, the medical faculty of UNISBA and also Al-Ihsan Hospital as main teaching hospital. Academic health system integration strategy, meeting with related hospital, local government, and health facilities, create academic health system concept development team, integration team, and stakeholders, developing the academic health system concept as a team, produce necessary regulation regarding academic health system, such as a joint decision letter with the two ministers and governors. Development existing potential of Faculty of Medicine and Regional Hospital, Al-Ihsan Hospital, with all 7 teaching network hospital. An effective and efficient functional of service, education, and research integration, human resources, utility facilities, and infrastructure empowerment. Faculty of Medicine is the medical education institution that need integration development to meet educational need both at the academic and the professional level. And the integration of medical faculty and Al-Ihsan Hospital, which is the next hospital, is still in the early stages, focusing on program integration, human resource mobilization, and joint use of assets. Whenever institutional integration is needed, the formation of board representing 3 institutions can become the alternative, noteworthy to ensure the legal basis or legal aspect, since it will be coordinated with 2 ministers This is the integrating states in achieving the goal of integration. We have three stages: short-term stage, mid-term, and long-term. For short-term, the program is the communication forum, strategic plan, joint registration letter, and legal practice letter, health service facility, create team, student placement system, joint research, extend the cooperation with primary healthcare, relation with the national health insurance. The midterm, the program is fulfill the need of human resource, quality and quantity, incentive system, hospital excellence service. In the long term, the board of management building network hospital capacity in the referral level system. This is the academic health system integration stage. Stage 1 is agreement. Stage 2, functional integration, several function. Stage 3, fully function integration. And stage 4, structural integration. Currently, we have only reached the second stage, namely the integration of several functions. Stage 1, agreement and cooperation. Bipartite cooperation agreement signing between UNISBA Medical Faculty and Al-Ihsan Hospital. Signing of tripartite cooperation agreement. There is the UNISBA Medical Faculty, Al-Ihsan Hospital, Satellite Hospital and Affiliation, and also Health Department. In this stage 2, functional integration for education service, formation of education coordination committee and the education coordination team, appointment of head of clinical section of human resource education hospital, education hospital accreditation, joint committee of UNISBA medical faculty team and hospital team, involving as examiner of OSCE UKM-PPD national examination, involved in curriculum preparation and evaluation, increase knowledge and skill through participation in seminar, workshop, and training. For research strengthening, research methodology training for clinical lecturers, grant scheme socialization, grant proposal development training, assistance in developing grant proposal, grant funding, formation of joint teams in research, article writing training and assistance, scientific publication incentive. And the strengthening community service, grant scheme socialization, grant proposal development training, assistance in developing grant proposal, funding, formation of joint team in service, article writing training and assistance, scientific publication incentive. Support for COVID-19 facilities, COVID mobile, COVID shield, and COVID triage. And still in stage 2, about the functional integration, health services for COVID-19, supporting examination, PCR testing to support, biosafety cabinet, freezer minus 80 centigrade Celsius. As an outcome indicator is an increase in degree of public health at an affordable cost. In addition to the decrease in maternal and child mortality rate and a decrease in the incidence of stunting. As an output indicator, there are 3 things to be achieved, namely, firstly, improving health services, secondly, increasing the productivity of medical and health education, and certainly increasing research productivity. So I think one of the publication is very important, especially in the reputable journal. So this my conclusion. In achieving a high degree of public health quality, it is necessary to integrate a health academic structure consisting of a medical faculty, a teaching hospital with its network of hospital, a health department, and a research center in the form of the academic health system concept. Through medical education or health education and training approaches, transnational research, community service, and industry-related opportunities. This is my conclusion in our presentation. Thank you very much. I'm sure the education is the passport to the future. For tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you so much, Prof, for the inspiring topic today, and we do learn a lot from your speech today. Okay, so next we would like to invite Dr. Mia Kusniati, Ph.D., to give a token of appreciation to Professor Dr. Nanan Sekarwana, Dr. SPAK MARS, as the keynote speaker of the BICMHS 2021.
Thank you very much for Prof. Nanan for your interesting talk and speech, and also for your supporting to this conference. Thank you again, Prof.
To welcome Dr. Mia, success for your event.
Inshallah, amin, Prof.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let us move on to the Global Research Ecosystem Introduction by Mrs. Ani Wahyu Rahmawati, SPS, MSM, as the founder and publication director of Research Synergy Foundation. Before that, I would like to read her profile. Well, Mrs. Ani Wahyu Rahmawati obtained her master's degree from School of Business and Management Institute Teknologi Bandung in 2014. Ani is the editor of some books published by Routledge and CRC, Baltimore Taylor and Francis Group. She is also currently in the managing editor, International Journal of Management, Entrepreneurship, Social Science and Humanities, and some international journals published by Research Synergy Press. Ani is also co-founder of Research Synergy Foundation, a social digital enterprise which is developing a global scholar ecosystem to facilitate the scholars or researchers contribute globally. Well, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mrs. Ani Wahyu. Time is yours.
Okay, thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for all the MC, Ms. Santi, and also Mr. Ahmad. And good morning for Director of Universitas Islam Bandung, which represented by the Vice Rector of Academic Staff, Academic Affairs of Universitas Islam Bandung, Professor Insinyur Haris Nukman, and also the Dean of the Medical Faculty, Universitas Islam Bandung, Professor Dr. Nanan Sekarwana, and also our beloved conference chair, Dr. Mia Kusniati, and also the beloved of the conference co-chair, Dr. Hendrati Dwi Mulyamisi from Research Synergy Foundation, and all the keynote speaker and also the plenary speaker, Ms. Aliza Ramli, and also Professor Dr. Omar Hasan Kasule, and also Associate Professor Eva Wulff Helge, Professor Tatsuya Iso, and Associate Professor Dr. Badrul Hisham bin Yahaya from Malaysia. And good morning to all the participants, the delegates, and the faculty member of Medical Faculty Universitas Islam Bandung. My name is Ani Wahyu Rahmawati, and I will bring the global research introduction to all of you, and also welcoming to all of you to the global research ecosystem by Research Synergy Foundation. Next. Okay, so I will start to introduce who are the Research Synergy Foundation. So the Research Synergy Foundation is a digital social enterprise platform that focuses on the developing global research ecosystem toward outstanding global scholars. So we build collaborative network, not only between academicians, but also the industry and also the practitioner to contribute to our society and our humanity. Next. Okay, so what the basic of the problem that we built this research foundation and also global research ecosystem? Actually, as the researcher, as the scholar, we face at least three major problems related to the research quality. The first one is the opportunity, the limitation of the opportunity, and also access of the sharing knowledge medium. And sometimes we only receive a little feedback for our improvement, for our research quality. And it will give the impact to our quality of the publication, quality of our writing. So we still face the huge gap between the editorial requirement and also the author capacity. And also about the publication, how we manage the journal, how we manage the publication in our country especially. So this is how we understand about the basic requirement of some of the global reputable indexing, such as Web of Science and also Scopus, the WAG, and etc. So we can meet the basic criteria. So by those basic problems, we come with the solution. We trying to build the global, the comprehensive and also integrated support system to support the researcher, to support the scholar. How we do it. Next. So this is what we already done with our global research ecosystem. The first one is we create the Scholar Vein. What is the Scholar Vein? Scholar Vein is the integrated conference management operating system that facilitate and also manage all the knowledge sharing media, such as international conference, more effective and also efficient. So until now, we already serve more than 3,000 manuscripts from more than 150 international conferences, more than 72 countries, and more than 750 affiliations. And if you right now become participants of BIM this conference, so you already experienced with the Scholar Vein, and I hope all of you can get benefit from the Scholar Vein conference management system. And the next is about the Research Synergy Institute. So Research Synergy Institute focuses on the enhancement and also the learning platform for scholar, researcher, and also professional, and give the support service for increase the author capacity. So the services or the benefit of the Research Synergy Institute is workshop, coaching that focus on the enhance the author capacity. Right now, we already serve more than 13,000 scientific participants, from more than 400 affiliation or university, and still counting. And also next week we will also have the webinar. We'll invite the speaker from the Oxford University and US and also the Tokyo Institute of Technology Japan to share about how to increase the productivity of the research. And then the next is the Research Synergy Press. What is Research Synergy Press? Research Synergy Press is the integrated international journal management system. and to fulfill the basic requirement of the globally accepted indexing, such as Web of Science, Scopus, the WEG, and etc. So this is one of the big problem in Indonesia, actually, because comparing by the Malaysia, numbers of the journal indexed by Web of Science and also Scopus, Indonesia is still rare, still less than Malaysia. Compare with the number of the quantity of the universities and also the lecturer or the researcher in Indonesia. So we have to make some breakthrough. You have to make some the innovation. So this is what we have done in Research Synergy Practice. And also we invited by the F1000 Research as the one of the open science platforms, Scopus indexed in Q1, to develop or to open the official gateway in F1000 Research. And the last but not the least, the reviewer track. What is the reviewer track? Reviewer track is the hub for worldwide reviewers, gatekeeper for reviewers to emphasize the scientific or ethical process of each activities in our global research ecosystem. So the reviewer track is such as the vein of our activities. So it's very important for us to make sure that every activities in the global research ecosystem based on the good scientific process. Next. Yeah, so this is what we done until now. So we focus on the creating, on the value co-creation between RSF and also the partner. The partner not only the universities, but also the industry, government, association, and etc. So we build the collaboration to make the higher impact for each stakeholder. Next. And I would like to share also, this is how we keep the integrity of doing good scientific process behind this international conference. So we use the score vein as well as I explained before. Then the manuscript will check by the similarity check. We use the Turnitin, and if the plagiarism is under 20%, so the manuscript will go to the reviewer track. And if the plagiarism is above 20%, so we have to ask the author and also invite the author to do the revision. And if the manuscript is already in the reviewer track, so it will assign to the reviewer based on the field of research. Then the reviewer will review using the review form, and the result is accepted major, minor, or rejection. If they got the acceptance, so they will get the LOA, letter of acceptance, plagiarism review, and also content review. So each participants get the feedback of the draft of the article, and they can revise, they can improve for another benefit to publish the article. Next. Okay, so this is our another international conference. So we our conference is today, yeah. Then another conference in the different research field. And because the Unisba has the Halal Center, so I would like to invite all of you to join the Is Edtech, the conference related to the halal science and halal issue, collaboration between Research Synergy Foundation and also Halal Center of Chulalongkorn University. And this conference is free. So I would like to welcoming all of you to click the conference website and submit your paper, especially the paper which related to the halal science or halal issue in the multidisciplinary area. So another conference you can check in our website, www.researchsynergy.org/upcoming event, and you can choose any conference that related in your research field. Next. Okay, so the next I will share a short story about the Research Synergy Institute. This is what I call the learning platform, because the main issue behind the limitation of the productivity or the productivity bottleneck of our publication is The one of them is the author mindset. Why? Because we sometimes only see the publication as the KPI, as the key performance indicator. And sometimes if we get some of difficulties, we not see as the learning opportunity. We see that the publication is only about talking about the output. So we have to change our mindset. We have to see that the publication process is the learning process. Based on the process of the review, revision, feedback from the reviewer, feedback from the editor is the input for our betterment improvement. And then the second bottleneck is about the language. Language, as we know, that our mother language is not English, so we have some limitation in English. However, actually, right now we have so many copy editing services, so I think it's not the big problem right now if we can access the good copy editor to make sure that our language is understandable. And then the third is the research quality. It's talking about what the design we use with our research, how we apply the methodology, how we write the detailed methodology, so everyone, another scholar can replicate it, how we analyze, what tools we use, and etc. And the two last bottleneck is about content packaging and also cost or APC. It's related with what kind of journal we choose. Is it open access or is it closed access? What kind of the guideline? What the requirement of the journal? So we have to fully aware about that, so it can improve our quality of the publication. And I would like also to announce that the Faculty of Medicine, Universitas Islam Bandung, also finished the coaching program with the Research Synergy Institute in last month, and Alhamdulillah, 11 articles already submitted to F1000 research in the RSF Gateway. It is Scopus Q1, and right now all the 11 paper already in the editor publication check, and if everything is good, so the article will publish soon and will go to the open review process before it indexed in the Scopus Q1. So congratulations to all the medical faculty member, Faculty of Medicine, Universitas Islam Bandung. Next. Okay, so the next, I would like also to introduce you about the Research Synergy Press. This is our publishing platform. We publish right now 14 journals, international journal, and all is open access journal. So RSF is support and also promote the open access. Why? Because by the open access journal, everyone can download, can read all the article, not only scholar, but also government, practitioner, community, media, and etc. And it will make faster dissemination of our research and also make our knowledge benefit for our society. Okay, next. Okay, this is our conference. Okay, this is what we call the grand strategy, how to try to meet the basic requirement of the Scopus Index and submit it in the third year of the publication management. So we apply this strategy and we have the target from the beginning that our journal must be submitted to Scopus in the third year. So it will cutting the time, because from the beginning, we starting to manage the journal by identifying the basic requirement from the Scopus, consists of establishing, exposuring, and also eligibility. What the point of the establishing? The first one is we have to make sure that the international is published regularly, have the ISSN, though in number, using the open journal system or another publication platform. With the full English version, and also applied the COPE standard. And then also we also talking about or highlight about the exposuring. From the beginning, the journal from the Research Synergy Press very careful about the diversity of the author from several countries, from different countries, diversity of the scientific reviewer, diversity of the editorial board, because this is one of the basic requirement of the Scopus Index. And then what we will do in the second and third year, we focus on the quality, the journal policy, the quality of content, the journal standing consists of the scientific reviewer standing, editorial standing, and also make sure that the journal is online available. So this is what we call the grand strategy to prepare the journal to be submitted to Scopus in the third year. So I think this is what we call the innovation, the breakthrough of the managing the journal. And this year, by the end of this year, we will submit for our journal of the RSF journal. So mohon doanya Bapak Ibu, I hope that we can prove that we as the Indonesian scholar, Indonesian researcher can make the improvement or the innovation of the managing the journal. Next. Okay, so this is our conference proceedings in the sum of the conference published by Research Synergy Press and also published by the CRC Biochemistry or Routledge. And I would like to share the good news next, because one of the conference proceeding with the Research Synergy Foundation now already indexed in the Scopus. Okay, so next, please. Okay, this is one of the big achievement. Why? Because this proceeding is published in the first time. The conference is the first of the ICT for BL with the Universitas Budi Luhur that already indexed in Scopus this year. However, if you see the timeline, you will see that we need time to get indexed in Scopus. Because of what? Because firstly, we submit the proceedings in 2019 and index it in 2020. So it takes 2 years to get indexed in Scopus. But yeah, the time is good because we get the good achievement of this. So this is the good experience for us to identify the major factor of the successful submission, the successful indexing process of the proceeding and also the journal. So I would like also thank you to the UNISBA and also the conference chair that believe in us, Research Synergy Press, to publish the paper of the proceedings in our RSF conference series. And we hope we can start to submit to the OAG after some couple of conference ahead. And then I hope in the third or fourth years, we can submit it to the Scopus Index also. Okay, with Assoc, with the conference proceeding series, all the opportunity is good for us. We can make some of innovation, we can make some of breakthrough. So we just need to believe in ourselves. Okay, so next. Okay, so this is the last. I would like to introduce the F1000 Research RSF Gateway that I talked before, that 11 paper of the coaching by the Faculty of Medicine UNISBA already submitted. So this is the Scopus Q1 open science platform published by Tyler and Francis group. And I think for medical student or medical researcher, F1000 is very familiar, very famous because it also indexed in PubMed. The uniqueness of the RSF Gateway is because this is the only one gateway who accept the multidisciplinary research. Consists of the social science, economic, business, management, humanities, engineering, and also, of course, medical studies. And this is the gateway. So you will have me, Ms. Santi, and also Dr. Hendrati as the gateway advisor. So our role is to share the clear of the requirement of the editorial job. So it will help everyone that submit the paper on the F1000 research can pass the review, especially the editorial publication check. Next. Okay, so this is our partner. Thank you so much for Faculty of Medicine of Universitas Islam Bandung that for this collaboration, for this opportunity. I hope this is not the first and the last of the collaboration, because we have so many potential collaboration ahead. And you see that our partner not only from Indonesia, but also in Dubai, Australia, and also Egypt, and some other country in the world. So by this kind of opportunity, I would like to welcoming again all of you in the global research ecosystem. Okay, thank you very much. Again, thank you for this opportunity. Enjoy the conference, and back to you, Ms. Santi and Mr. Ahmad.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause to Mrs. Ani Wahyu. And thank you, Mrs. Ani Wahyu, for the encouragement and the introduction of global research ecosystem. And next, please welcome Dr. Mia Kusmiati, Ph.D., to give a token of appreciation to Mrs. Ani Wahyu Rahmawati, SPSC MSM, as the founder and publication director of Research Synergy Foundation.
Thank you, Mr. Yusuf. Thank you so much for Bu Ani Wahyu Rahmawati from Research Synergy Foundation for your collaboration and for your informative about it. Thank you so much again.
Thank you so much, Dr. Mia. Terima kasih banyak. Good luck for the conference.
And finally, last but certainly not the least, in this appreciation moment, we would like to invite Dr. Hendrati Dwi Mulyaningsih, as the founder and chairperson of Research Synergy Foundation, to give a token of appreciation to Dr. Mia Kusmiati, PhD, as the conference chair of this BICMHS 2021. And thank you for your great team and coordination so that the BICMHS can run successful. Inshallah, we will continue our mutual partnership and collaboration ahead.
Thank you so much for the brief introductions. And on behalf of UPT Publikasi Ilmiah, especially in international publications of UNISBA, and also on behalf of Research Synergy Foundation as the organizing committee, so I would like to say thank you to all the support for the great team that has already been shown in this process of this conference, and this conference could be successful. Thank you so much to all of the committee and also the teamwork between two institutions. Thank you so much, Bu Mia.
Okay, welcome, Bu Yani, and hopefully we can collaborate together for the next time.
Inshallah. Okay. Have a good day. Good luck.
Well, thank you, Dr. Mia Kusmiati, PhD, and Dr. Hendrati Dwi Mulyaningsih.
Okay, before we continue to the next agenda of the BICMHS, so let us have an e-group of virtual conference photo sessions. So please kindly turn on your Zoom video or the camera in your device. Okay, I will give you some time to be prepared. So we will have an e-group photo. Okay. 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 Let me check. Hold on. Oops, sorry. Okay. Okay, everyone is ready? Okay, on my count. Okay. Look at your camera. 1, 2, 3, smile. Thank you. And then we continue to the next. Okay. 1, 2, 3, smile. Thank you. We go to the third window. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Okay, we go to the fourth. Thank you. We go to the fifth. Thank you. Okay, hold on, because we still have many rooms. Okay. Hold on. Thank you. And 2 last more. Okay. And the last window. Okay. Okay. Okay, so once again, thank you for all the smiles and also the wonderful energy for today's e-group photos. And hopefully that our positive vibes can spread to all over or to the people surround us. Thank you so much to all participants of the BICMHS 2021.
Well, thank you, Ms. Santi. And ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, delegates, and gentlemen, let us move on to the next session, which is the first plenary speaker is Ms. Aliza Ramli from the Republic Polytechnic of Singapore. This plenary speaker session will be moderated by Dr. Titik Respati, MSc PH. And before the session begin, I would like to read the moderator profile and plenary speaker profile. Dr. Titik Respati, MSc PH, was born in Bandung on September 5th. Dr. Titik Respati is one of the lecturers in the field of public health at the Faculty of Medicine, Universitas Islam Bandung, Indonesia. She completed his undergraduate education at the Faculty of Dentistry, Universitas Pajajaran, Masters in Environmental Epidemiology at Griffith University, and doctoral degree at the Faculty of Medicine, Universitas Pajajaran, Indonesia. She has studied environmental health and in recent years has been active in mental health research. She is known as a creative and out-of-the-box lecturer in both teaching and research. She has produced many articles and intellectual property rights for the result of her research together with colleagues. She currently serves as Deputy Director of the Postgraduate Program at the Universitas Islam Bandung, Indonesia. And for the plenary speakers profile, Ms. Aliza Ramli graduated from the National University of Singapore, majoring in cell and molecular biology. She later pursued a Master of Applied Science in Australia. Prior to joining Republic Polytechnic, Aliza was working in clinical laboratories performing molecular diagnostics, diagnostic immunology, infectious disease detection, and clinical chemistry. While in Republic Polytechnic, she attained a postgraduate diploma in higher education from National Institute of Education Singapore, advanced certificate in training and assessment, Republic Polytechnic Singapore certificate in facilitation and certificate in problem crafting. And also at RPS School of Applied Science, Aliza was involved in curriculum design and delivery, industrial training, and continuous education and training for adult learners. Embarking into the teaching profession, she hopes to create a conducive learning environment to develop minds and to transform students for the future. And now to the moderator, Dr. Titik Respati, time is yours to lead the plenary speaker session. Please welcome Dr. Titik Respati.
Thank you very much, Bapak Ahmad Yusuf. I hope you can hear my voice clearly.
Yes, you're audible.
Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Greetings to you all. Good morning, good afternoon, and maybe good evening to all of you. So how wonderful it is to meet all of you, although only from the monitor. But I do really hope that we are all in good health and spirit. As mentioned by the MC before, we will hear a very interesting topic from an expert on medical education. Mrs. Aliza, how are you today?
I'm good, thank you.
Thank you very much for being with us today. So I think all of us are waiting to hear an insight from your point of view on your medical education. Your presentation is about the implementation of EdTech tools into the curriculum. Is it right?
That's right. Yes.
Okay. So without further ado, maybe I would like to invite Ms. Aliza to present his paper. So the time is yours, Ms. Aliza.
Are you able to see my screen? Sorry.
Yes, clearly.
Okay, fantastic. So I just want to make sure that it's seen. Yeah. Okay.
So Mrs. Aliza, just wonder how long will you take this presentation?
About maybe 40 minutes, I think.
Okay. Okay. So because I would like to have like a discussion session. So maybe if you can just adjust your time, so we can have a Q&A also at the end. Thank you.
Just trying to work out something.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so thank you, Bapak Ahmad Yusuf, for the introduction, and the moderator, Dr. Siti Raspati. I would like to thank the organizing committee of Bandung International Conference, Medical and Health Sciences, for the invitation and opportunity. Assalamualaikum and good morning to the Honorable Conference Chair, Dr. Mia Kusbahati, management and faculty members of the Medical Faculty of Universitas Islam Bandung and Research Synergy Foundation, respectable keynote speakers, presenters, moderators, and attendees. Okay, so before I begin, let's hear from you. While I'm doing the introduction, maybe we can actually hear from you. What comes to mind when you actually hear the word EdTech? Yeah, so maybe you can use your smartphones. You can actually scan the QR code. Okay, if not, you can actually go into the menti.com and use the code over here, which is 45136864. So I just want to hear from you what comes to mind when you hear the word EdTech. All right, so I hope you're able to see this. I'll probably put this in the chat as well, yeah, so that you can actually access it as well. All right, okay. Okay, so a bit of an introduction to Republic Poly. Republic Polytechnic was actually established in 2002. It has 7 schools offering courses in applied sciences, engineering, management and communication, hospitality, infocom, sports, health and leisure, and technology for the arts. The 3 centers that we have are the Academy for Continuing Education, that's for like adult learning, okay, Center for Education Development, and Center of Innovation for Supply Chain Management. RP is committed to nurturing innovation, entrepreneurial learning in an environment that develops problem-solving skills and lifelong learning opportunities. Its holistic and broad-based curriculum prepares students for an active and meaningful role in society as problem solvers and respected professionals and passionate citizens. That's our commitment. Yeah. So, right. So RP has been at the forefront in introducing new and better ways to actually transform higher learning, inspiring our learners to actually achieve outstanding accomplishments that go beyond academics. We are the first polytechnic that adopts problem-based learning on a full scale. But however, we do also adopt other instructional strategies such as interactive seminar, cognitive apprenticeship, project-based learning, and experiential learning. Now, students are trained to be self-directed, inquisitive learners as they tackle real-life or real-world problems in their diploma programs. Okay, so we want to contextualize and provide authentic learning experience to enable them to integrate new knowledge and become effective team players, acquiring a range of industry-ready skills upon graduation. Now, a little bit about the School of Applied Science. Right, at RP, it has 5 diploma programs listed here. Okay, a little bit about the Diploma in Biomedical Science. It is a 3-year program that offers 2 specialization tracks, which is the Biomedical track and the Medical Laboratory Technology track. Okay, so I think enough about the school. Okay, let's see. Let me see what I have over here. All right, let me just. Thank you for your responses. Okay, this is what I have. Just give me a minute. Right. These are the responses that I'm getting. Yeah, I agree with you guys. When you talk about EdTech, some things that come to mind is usually definitely technology and some of the tools that we use, for example, Zoom and smartphones. Okay, these are devices that we use. HBL, I hear home-based learning. All right, Kahoot is one of the most commonly used platform used. Okay, and we have Padlet. So some of these are very familiar names that we all have. Right, great. Thank you for your participation. Okay, now. Okay, let me scroll over. Just give me a minute. Yep. Okay. All right. So what is EdTech? Okay, so the term itself, EdTech, is a combination of education and technology. It refers to hardware and software designed to actually enhance teaching and learning in classroom and to improve students' education outcomes. Now, educators can tap on a myriad of available EdTech tools. Some are free, some require some investment. With the COVID-19 situation and the movement restrictions, schools are forced to transition into remote instruction modes, and also known as home-based learning, HBL, I see from the word cloud just now. Now, in the US, schools access about 1,000 different EdTech tools every month on average, as compared to in 2018 and 2019, which is about 700 only. Now, according to the Learn Platform website, they listed top most EdTech products assessed by students and educators across the United States via the internet between September 2020 and May 2021. Now, as you can see on the list, okay, top on the list is like, you have Google Docs, Google Slides, YouTube videos, Kahoot is there, Zoom is there, all right? So these are some of the tools that are being used by educators. Now, when we look at which EdTech tools to use, but hey, hang on. So before we get down to the tools to use, we have to examine some of the following factors. Who are the intended users? Is it for educators or is it for learners? Or even is it for the organization? Now, what is the purpose of incorporating these EdTech tools? What is the desired outcome that you, as educators, would want to achieve? How does it fit into our curriculum delivery? We also want to assess what is the level of interactivity that we are expecting from the students. Okay, what are the resources and capabilities needed? Do we have access to these resources? If the focus is on students, then these tools can be used as reference materials and pre-lesson resources. There are supplementary platforms to engage the learners. All right, or there are some that are used as triggers to spark curiosity. Now, these tools can be used to as a platform to actually consolidate information and gather responses. These tools can be used to assess students' competency and skills and to provide immediate feedback to the learners. Okay, to indicate whether they are wrong or right, or